Hello, I'm hoping you can hear me okay in the chat there. Welcome to my stream, because I still haven't figured out how to introduce these things. Hello, Ginger. I hope you are doing well. I think you're in the same time zone as me, so I assume it's this evening for you. If I'm wrong, please feel free to correct me. And I guess Happy New Year. I haven't spoken to you properly this year, so Happy New Year. I'm not 10 days late or anything, I promise. Uh, but I hope this New Year has been too in Ireland, so probably the same. Yeah, all this 30 minutes in it, so it's still the evening. It's all good. I don't know if you were here for my last stream last year, which makes it sound like it was such a long time ago. Um, my last stream like 3 weeks ago, where I was able to get onto Infinity Cove, which is where I am now. It's Joel's Patreon server. Um, and is frankly far more impressive than any stuff I had on the single player world. Um, Probably because I've been playing on it for about a year longer. That may have had something to do with it, and I was able to. I had an advantage getting started because I was able to get all the others to do the work for me. Yes, I understand that feeling. I'm not actually sure what I had for breakfast this morning. I don't remember anything ever. Who are you? And what are we doing? I have made a to-do list. Today we want to try and dig a big hole because we always need a big hole. Cause major environmental damage and buy some toothpaste. Now the digging a big hole is sort of a. It's going to be a long-term project because it's deep slate. It's lots and lots of deep slate. And I did not realise how annoying it is to mine lots and lots of deep slate. Well, a to-do list is just a sort of shopping list, isn't it? Is there a difference between a to-do list and a shopping list? But yeah, I'm digging all this out. And I started this section I actually did without the beacon. I regret that decision. I severely regret that decision. So I'm doing the rest with the beacon. But there's a lot of it. That's a lot. I'm not sure why I gave myself this task. If yes. So obviously you can mine. I've got efficiency 5 on this pickaxe, and obviously you can get stone insta mine. This is deep slate with efficiency 5 and haste 2. Hello, Cosmic. Where are your flowers? Give me 1 second and I will show you your flowers. I'm very sorry. I'm just demonstrating the effects of a beacon on deep slate. How do I get out? Oh. I need to mark this hole. Every time I've been down here, I've lost this hole. How are you, Cosmic? It's been a while since I've seen you here. Apparently you keep sleeping through my streams. I'm. You are right. Sleep is far better than my streams are. But flowers, cosmic flowers. Well, here's a bee. Here's one flower. Right. Yes, you can't fly through bamboo. Here's one flower. It's not my greatest work, but I was able to use soul lanterns here, which I was very proud of. It does absolutely nothing to the build because they're too concealed, but I was very proud of myself coming up with that idea. Then if I fly round here, we have a dragonfly, and over there we have... I'm not going to grace either of those with a reply. That might just be my own work mentality coming through, but nevertheless. You've got a dandelion here. Again, not my best work, and this time I used candles to light it up, which oh yes. They don't stay lit if you're at a distance. You can't see them lit, at least. Which is very confusing. And then on this side, I have a... Are they roses now or poppies? I never remember. Ow. The small red flowers. I never remember if they're roses or poppies now. I know they were one and then they got changed to the other. And then I've got all the azalea trees in the world, because you can never have too many azalea trees, and a tiny mushroom. I have been sleeping, not through your stream, just sleeping because tired cosmic. They're poppies now. Yes, well, it's been December. December is an exhausting month. How I'm still awake, I'm not 100. I'm not sure how I messed that up. I'm not sure how I'm awake at the minute, to be perfectly honest. Probably an awful lot of caffeine. Right, let's take the electro off and see if I can actually do this. Danger Ice! Dan, how are you, my friend? Come on, up. There we go. I can do drip leaf parkour, I promise. I promise I can do this. And jump. See, these are the amazing things you can do with Drip Leaf Cosmic. You can make a parkour course, though I have a funny feeling you're not going to want to do that. I don't know what gives me that impression, but there's something that gives me the impression that you're not going to want to make one. I don't actually remember where I'm supposed to go from here. I built the thing, and I don't know how to get there. Ow. How do I get there? I've forgotten. I've forgotten how to do my own parkour. I'm gonna have to do this off stream because otherwise I'll be here all day. And I took my elytra off, didn't I? It is very dark, and this area is actually surprisingly dangerous at night. So, look for my hole. I can find the hole. I can find it quite easily when I'm above it. No, the hole wasn't what I was looking for. There is something else I want to show you though, because I have been very lucky. The area of Infinity Cove that I'm in was not reset for 1.18 because I was living in it, and I started playing in 1.16. I think I started about a year ago actually. I started in February. So when we updated to 1.18, all this below 0, I think I'm about -1 currently. Yeah, I'm at -1. Thank you. This is all brand new. And as I'm digging this, I hear a skeleton rattling around, so I assume this is a new cave. My base is directly above a lush cave. I have been planning to go out to the 1.18 area that everyone else is in to find some small drip leaf. I don't need to do that. I have a lush cave right below my base. I couldn't have... Hello, Axolotl. Oh, I'm sorry, Cosmic. I thought you'd have found a lush cave by now. I'm sorry. I'm not getting out. I'm very happy about this. I haven't taken... I think I've taken like 1 block of moss, and that was whilst I was trying to dig my way out. But I am very pleased with this. There is some small drip leaf down here, which I might as well pick up whilst I'm here. I'm pretty sure it's shears. Yes, it is. There we go. Small drip leaf. Cosmic, please don't kill me for this. I'm sorry. I appreciate you're probably very jealous. But I am now leaving. I just wanted those drip leaf. I will leave the axolotl there. How do I get out? You know that hole you guys told me not to lose? I haven't lost that one. I've lost the slightly more important one, which is how do I get out of this lush cave? That's a firelight. Not a potato. Here we are. Can I do this? Yes, I can. No. No, I can't. Try again. Mobs and deep slated mobs. Well, you've got to remember, this isn't the Caves and Cliffs update. This is the Caves and Creepers update. The number of creepers I've seen, there should not be this many creepers around at the minute. I swear they've increased the creeper mob like spawning rate. They've decreased all the other hostile mobs, but I'm not having much luck because I nearly flew into this thing. Right, I need to go back to the surface because that's where my first job of the day actually is. Now, I've already shown Ginger my to-do list, but we need to dig a big hole, which we've just left, because that's not a priority. Cause major environmental damage, which is what we're going to be doing first, and we need to buy some toothpaste. That last one may not be in Minecraft, but I needed to remind myself. It is a bad place for lava, but it's also very useful, McScrugan. And hello to you. How are you, my friend? Environmental damage is being caused over here. Inside this red circle, which is going to be the area where we build the Temple of Chichen Itza, which I told myself I would look up before I streamed. I'm just now realising I didn't. Fair to middling, as is the norm. Well, fair to middling is not bad, and that's the important thing. It's not bad. It's not great. Temple of Itchy Chicken, yes, Ginger. But it. If you want to look at the positive side of it, you're still with us. You're still enjoying, and you're still having a bit of fun. You're still joining us for streams. So let's focus on the positives, unless of course you would like to focus on the negatives. The circle of environmental damage. Yes, of course. What else would I build in a jungle? Just call. I was going to say just call me and then the name of a company, but I can't actually think of any company names specifically that have damaged the Amazon rainforest. I just know people have done it. If anyone knows any companies to call out, then please feel free. I'm more than happy to. No, wrong. I am going to kill myself just by walking off something. I need to learn the importance of a safety net. Right. It's like the circle of life, but well, you're not wrong there, Cosmic. It is like the circle of life, but not the circle of life. You aren't wrong. The circle of crud. Yeah, that seems more reasonable. As my favourite band says, one more day above the roses. I'm terrible at bands, I'm terrible at song titles, I'm terrible at song lyrics. You're going to have to tell me who the band is, because I'm not familiar with that, but that doesn't mean anything. I don't recognise Imagine Dragon songs, and they're one of my favourite bands, so... Right. What am I doing? I am getting ready to destroy this rainforest. What do I need? I need an axe, which I've already got. My 2 hoes, which I've already got. I don't need you. The to-do list can go away for the time being. Doesn't go there, it goes there. Do I need anything else? Well, if I was a YouTuber, now would be the moment that I started a time-lapse. But I'm not a YouTuber, and I don't have some decent music, so you're going to have to put up with my voice, I'm afraid. Gaelic Storm. They were the band playing down in steerage in the movie Titanic. Okay, this is another confession. I haven't seen the film Titanic. If that's something that I need to be cast out from the community over, then please go for it, because I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen Titanic. Cosmic, I think the Citadel is running on the same... I think you're running on Shopbite as well, the Citadel server. Have you been having major lag issues like this? Because I've been having these problems since we updated to Shopbite. And it's very annoying. It's a very small thing. It just takes a moment for me to pick up items occasionally. I'm turning those block sounds down. But it's very annoying having to just wait, because I don't like losing stuff. Don't tell Hunter how it ends. How does the Titanic film end, I wonder? I can't possibly imagine. It's going to be such a surprise if I ever do come around to watching it. Whatever happens, it's going to come as such a shock. Yeah, okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one who's been noticing that. I'm sorry, McScreen. I somehow completely blanked on the fact that you play on the server as well. They all live happily ever after. Well, the iceberg certainly does. Also experiencing lag, all of us flying as well. Yes, just before the stream, I went to our gold farm to repair all my tools, specifically because my hoe was badly damaged, and I knew it would be getting a lot of use. And I daren't risk it. I daren't risk flying in the nether. Flying in the nether is risky at the best of times. The last thing I need is to be flying in the nether, then get hit by a pocket of lag, and just to drop. Often when anyone types in game chat. Okay. Are you guys with Shopbite as well, Ginger? Or are you guys with someone else on Halcyon? Fortunately, I spoke to Minipax, who's online, before I went live, just to check he was okay. Ooh. Now, both me and Minipax live in the UK, so it could just be that the server is based in Canada and we're a bit far from it. But at the same time, I did not have this problem when we were with whoever we were with previously, which I think was Cube Toast. I always had a very strong connection when I wasn't using my phone hotspot to get on the server. It's a long story. I'm pretty sure vines aren't supposed to do that. There we go. That's probably going to happen a lot. But yes, it's very frustrating. I don't like playing with lag. Surprise, surprise. I don't think anyone enjoys playing with lag. But when it's especially jarring when you've gone from playing on the server and not having any problems to suddenly every few minutes you jump back slightly, or items aren't being picked up properly, or you have to spend 30 seconds eating a potato rather than the usual 3 seconds for the eating animation to play. And it's just irritating. Like, I haven't died from it. I don't think I'm going to die from it because I'm a cautious player in general. I play in a very slow and careful manner. I fall off things, but I also have Feather Falling 4. So I'm not too worried about falling to my death, even living in the treetops. It's just irritating, which I could keep saying that just to iterate exactly how irritating it is. But I think you guys get the point and probably will stop commenting how irritating it is. So I will change the subject. What is everyone's plans for 2022? These can be goals you've got in real life or plans for Minecraft, and I'm going to say hello to Stephen. Hello, Stephen. Enjoy that working lurk. That sounded better in my head. It didn't sound very good out loud. Good to see you. I hope work's going all right. Work tech with all that. I wish I could say the same, McScrugan. Unfortunately, I require money to, well... what was that noise? Oh, that is Ginger hosting me. Thank you, Ginger, for the host. I have never heard that noise before, and I set it up. Yes, unfortunately, I need well, yes, I need money to buy... I'm going to assume that's meant to say buy. Money to buy toothpaste, yes, and money to, definitely not money to buy bits to throw at just about everyone in my chat at the minute that I certainly don't feel guilty about. Yes, Stephen, you missed it. My to-do list was to cause environmental damage and buy toothpaste. Two very important tasks. Yes, I need to work to earn money to give to Cosmic and Stephen and Ginger. To be perfectly honest, Cosmic, in this day and age, probably. It probably is a thing. There's all sorts of random stuff out there. I wouldn't be surprised if that was one of those random things. Ow. That hurt. I felt that. Assuming my message ever sends, apparently. Butt paste. I definitely typed the message. There we go. I wondered if that was ever going to send then. So, I have a delay between myself and chat, and then there's a delay between myself and the Minecraft server in the other direction. There is bum paste you can buy for babies to prevent diaper rash. That is very true. Just tackling a bastion. Really, I would never have guessed that. Is there like a thumbs up thing I can do? I want to acknowledge people when they say stuff like that, but I don't want to just say, okay, cool. I want to just be able to say, like, give a thumbs up, like, I have acknowledged you, but I'm also acknowledging that I don't need to type out a long-winded reply. Napisan? Napisan? You're gonna have to pronounce that for me somehow, Ginger. I appreciate that you can't actually speak to me right now verbally, but I have no idea how to say that word. Pseudocrem is the one. Oh, Napisan. Pseudocrem is the one I'm familiar with, which I think is just like a British brand. Oh, there's a vine. I feel like acknowledging. I'm not very good at talking to people via text. I should probably make that very clear. I'm very bad at talking to people via text. So, if you're getting messages from me through a textual medium, be very grateful, because it probably took me. Thank you, Cosmic. I appreciate that. I'm pretty sure that counts as a long-winded reply, but I'm just going to trust that Minipax knows that I'm not flying out to him, because he is very far away. He's one of the players who's gone to the 1.18 area. 31 messages were deleted by Nightbot. I'm sorry, Nightbot. What are you doing? I'm. What? I've just taken a look. It's just it's the abbreviation. I'm going to just allow that one through. Yes, I am tampering with the Nightbot settings as I try and learn what people are likely to type. I think the other day, the other week, Stephen got slapped for using too many emotes, so I've since increased the number of emotes you can send in a single message. Nightbot is indeed heavy-handed, but it is also the only auto mod that I'm in any way familiar with, so Nightbot was the one I chose to use. That is the only reason I'm using it, because it's the only one I know. Careful, Ginger, you've already got in trouble with Nightbot twice. You don't want to get in trouble a third time now, do you? I'm sure Cosmic can make sure Nightbot doesn't get a bit too overzealous. It's really not allowing the word bum today. Thank you, Cosmic. We've chosen probably the worst possible topic to discuss when Nightbot's being a bit overzealous. Ow. Oh, for crying out loud. I may have to, during my break, I'm going to have to go into the Nightbot settings, because it's being very overzealous tonight with everything, and Cosmic, I think you can add permitted terms, so I think you can like make things like bum okay. I don't know if you can change things like how many caps you can put in a single message, and I'm really hoping that it's just based on the fact that all the capital letters are in a row, and not because that's the number of capital letters you can put in a message. Otherwise, if you try and put the word I in too many times, Nightbot's going to have a field day. I'm gonna have to tamper with that because that's ridiculous now. Like, someone get it. It's more to stop people from posting links or spamming me with abuse for whatever reason. I was perhaps a little too prepared for the possibility of hate raids, which I will be perfectly honest. I haven't heard anything about for several months now, so I'm assuming it's probably died out a bit. The cap stuff will be Nightbot settings that I need to do. The allowed word stuff you can do. Awesome. Thank you, Cosmic. Where would I be on my streaming journey without Cosmic to teach me literally everything I need to know? Yeah, if anyone would like to thank me or be annoyed that I start streaming, it's Cosmic you can direct your praise or complaints to. As it's pretty much all down to her that I'm doing any of this. Both the kick up the bum on my first stream. Look, even I'm now doing it. At the very least, Nightbot can't turn me off. And also literally getting everything set up. So, thank you, Cosmic. Just making sure you get the credit you deserve. I did not think this through, did I? There. Cosmic Dancer is indeed a moderating saint, and she is wonderful. Yes, Cosmic is wonderful and awesome and amazing, and I need a thesaurus because I don't know enough positive words. Well, yes, Screwgun, one must obey the Cosmic, except when giving her bits of concern. In which case, you just ignore her and keep giving them to her. Well, at least I do. It's definitely not the reason I've been trying to avoid getting video, because Cosmic has been sending me threats. Well, it was a singular threat, but it lives rent-free in the back of my mind. Because I fear what may happen if I get affiliate. Because I know what Cosmic's like. Revenge sounds too cruel, but there isn't like a. Is there a positive revenge? Like you're getting revenge on someone for doing a good thing by doing them another good thing. Like, is that a concept, or have I just made something up that needs a word assigned to it? Because if it's the latter, that's pretty awesome as well. And give me a second. I've just remembered that I'm supposed to keep hydrated in these streams because I can't do that. I had a drink! Yay, gold medal for me. Cosmic is a wonderful human, and yes, we have missed her terribly. We have missed her, we have missed her shining positivity, and we have missed all her wonderful streams. We have missed seeing Cluckers, we have missed hearing every single thing Cosmic has to say, regardless of how insane it might sometimes sound. I'm ready for when you hit... I should have kept my mouth shut. I'm not sure why I opened my mouth, to be honest. I knew that I'd get a response like that as I was speaking, and yet I still continued speaking. I'm not known for forward planning. The fact that I'm doing this is actually quite impressive. The fact that I've left it alone until I streamed was quite impressive. I kept wanting to come and do this. I kept nearly coming and starting and then thinking, no, wait until you're live. No, do it whilst you're live. It's the perfect job for when you're live. Because then you can just ramble on and people aren't going to care. Because the alternative is just watching you chop down trees. And I need to get back to my bed because Moontax is in the nether. So he can't sleep. I planned all of that. I definitely planned that. There we go. Right. I have lost my train of thought. Oh yes, I had something important to tell you guys. I say it's important, it's probably not. I have booked a week off work. I know. For me, that's a big deal. Yes, McScroogan. I need to wait for Shepard to be in a few more streams so he can just create some custom commands for me. Or Cosmic, I suppose. Cosmic's good at the custom commands, judging from the number that Joel has. Yes, I've booked a week off work, which doesn't sound like a big deal, but when I have trouble asking my boss to do anything that's to my benefit, it is a big deal. And because it's I can't count 7 days, I somehow forgot how long I have booked off work. I'm not quite sure how I managed that. Regardless, I've booked a week off work. I think 2 of those evenings I am busy, but the other 5 I'm not. So, how does 5 days of streaming sound? Because it sounds like both heaven and hell at the same time. Plus, it should get me closer to affiliate, which I'm sure is what all of you want, because it sounds like that's what all of you want. Yes, thanks, Steve. You are very right. And after Christmas, I really need it. I really need the time off. But I'm very good at letting myself feel guilty for taking the time off, because we're a small team of 3. So, and it's not a job. I don't have a job where you can like just get a bit work a bit harder before your time off, so all your projects are done, and then just work a bit harder when you're back to catch up on what you've missed. Each day is a new set of projects that have a 20-minute deadline, and I always feel guilty when I'm planning booking time off, because, well, instead of 3 of us, there's now 2 of us. So, like, I don't need the time off in my mind. I don't need the time off. I don't need the rest. I can continue working. Obviously, this is not the case, but in my I allow myself to think it is, and that is very bad. It's very bad for me, and very bad for my mental health. And I'm finally pushing myself to... Let's call it my New Year's resolution. My New Year's resolution is to actually take care of myself with regards to actually taking time off work, because I do work a very physically intensive job. So I do need to take breaks from it, especially after the busy periods. So I need to take a break after Christmas, which I'm doing. I need to take a break really after Easter, and ideally in September, basically after all the school holidays, all the British school holidays. I need to take a few days off. If Hunter 555 streams for 5 days, is that Hunter 15, Hunter 25, or Hunter 625? Hold on, let me break out the calculator. It would be 2,775. Because that's what 555 times 5 is. If you want to look at it that way. Any of those, you pick your favourite number. Which of those 4 numbers is your favourite? Infinite Fives is another option. I personally love the sound of that option because it's got the most 5s in it. Thank you, Stephen. Yes, I've literally come up with it on the spot because I don't normally do New Year's resolutions. I've tried in the past, and I've never been able to stick to them, and it's not always a good thing, because those New Year's resolutions are meant to be. I've told myself I'll eat healthier. Yeah, that lasted a week. I've told myself I've started to exercise. Now, in fairness, that lasted 2 months, so I did relatively well there. But then I stopped. I let myself get out of the habit. I tried to set myself goals during lockdown. Again, trying to exercise. I exercised throughout lockdown, the first one. And then I went back to work and immediately stopped. I told myself that I was going to try and get more confident with posting online, posting on social media. The only stuff I post on Twitter is when I go live, or the post that I put up after I finished streaming. I don't post on Facebook, I don't post on Instagram. Admittedly, some people would say you don't need to have a social media presence. It's not so much the social media presence that I'm looking for as the confidence to just put myself out there. A friend of mine texted me last night with a now hiring opportunity, because I've been considering changing jobs. Because there's a butcher's in a nearby town that's hiring, and she thought that it would be a good opportunity for me. And just the very idea of leaving the people that I have worked with for the past 5 years, and starting something new with people that were unfamiliar, it was a lot, and it was honestly rather overwhelming. That's not to say that I won't possibly look further into it, but I am very, very bad at pushing myself out of my comfort zone. Doing this pushes me out of my comfort zone slightly. I was sat at my computer for a good 10 minutes with my mouse hovering over the go live button before I actually went live, because I honestly didn't want to go live. I'd allowed myself last week as a break between Christmas and restarting streaming, and it very nearly just stopped me from streaming, taking that 1 week. I know that I have to consistently stream every Monday, or I'm gonna stop. And I once I'm doing it, I love it. Like I love doing this. Once I'm actually live, I love it. But it's trying to get past that mindset of, oh, you're gonna do something stupid. Oh, you're gonna make a fool of yourself. And moving careers like that is, because although I'd still be working with food, I'm moving from being a chef to being a butcher, and that's a surprisingly big change. And I'd be starting from scratch again, but at the same time, I've got 5 years of working experience, so I'd feel like I was making a fool of myself if I made silly mistakes, even though everyone makes silly mistakes. I can't get past that mentality that no, everyone is perfect, everyone has life exactly the way they need it to be, and it's just me who makes mistakes. And it's a mindset I have never been able to get out of in all my years of living, which I have just realised is actually more than I thought. I'm not going to. We don't discuss ages, so I'm not going to say my age, but it will be increasing by a year. That same week that I'm off work. So I will let you guys try and figure out which one's my birthday. I'm not going to tell you. I have been ignoring chat. I am sorry. I am just pouring my heart out to people that I am then completely blanking. McScrewgon. McScrewgon? McScrewgun? You McScrewgon? Quite understandable thinking of leaving a job. I left one after about a year ago after over 8 years. It is a big step, yeah. It's a lot. Especially when I admittedly haven't looked into this new possible job at all, apart from this post that I was sent. And it was just a post on Facebook. I need to look into it further. Massive pre-stream nerves from Ginger. That's why I pressed the button on exactly the hour, so I can't put it off. That definitely wasn't my thinking. I absolutely promise you it definitely wasn't to do with that. I just picked the hour randomly. No, it was absolutely because if I put it on the hour, then I can't find an excuse not to. The 8 o'clock, the fact that it's 8 o'clock was just because that was an hour after I told Cosmic to give me a kick the first time I started streaming. My default is staying within my comfort zone, and I get so frustrated with myself sometimes. Yep, absolutely, Stephen. I stay in my comfort zone because it's where, surprise, surprise, I'm comfortable. I get frustrated at myself for staying in my comfort zone, and then I have a mental breakdown whenever I try and push myself out of my comfort. And now it's raining. Whenever I try and push myself out of my comfort zone because I don't feel comfortable anymore. Surprisingly enough, I felt confident enough, which is not saying much, to stream, because I knew that the people who showed up would be names that I recognised. I knew that Cosmic would be there because Cosmic was the one who was reminding me. I knew that Ginger would show up. I knew that McScroogan would show up. Stephen, I admit I wasn't expecting you to show up because I figured you would be too busy, and I don't actually see you all that often around the Twitchverse, but you showed up, and I know you, and I feel more comfortable streaming around, not around, but streaming to people who, online at least, I am familiar with. I won't say I'm super familiar with you all because, let's be honest, I'm not. We don't know each other's most intimate secrets. Clearly you are 12 as you have never seen the Titanic. I've just seen that. Well, I'm older than 12. I am definitely older than 12, seeing as I have finished school and have a full-time job. I'm not sure how much older than 12 I am. I could be 13. Um, Hunter, am I you, Cosmic? Well, that is the question. Am I secretly you? I believe we've had this conversation before. It might have been privately, I think, about how I'm your evil clone. I'm fairly confident we had this conversation on Discord. But yeah, I am your evil clone. Did you forget? Really? No, no, Ginger, who really doesn't like you tonight. I'm not sure what you've done to upset Automod, apart from apparently love talking about butt paste. And I've just said that a bit louder than I meant to, and remembered that my family are home. So that's gonna get me some weird looks when I finish streaming. So Hunter, what were you talking about on stream? Oh, nothing much, just this and that. Oh, really? So, what is this butt paste you kept shouting about? Enjoy your luck, McScrewgun. Time to get McScrew's son his booster. Oh, awesome. Most times other stream, I'm usually working or spending time with my family. Watching, lurking, and more streams is one of my resolutions 2022. Well, I'm glad to hear that you're getting yourself resolutions, and it has just now occurred to me that you said you were lurking whilst you were working, and I had forgotten that when you say you're lurking, that means you're going to message regardless of the fact that you're meant to be lurking. So, admittedly, that's what I'm like, especially in Cosmic streams. I say I'm gonna lurk, and then I don't lurk. I eat and then say I'm gonna lurk, and then just talk and talk and talk. And sometimes I think Cosmic wishes she could justify timing me out. In fairness, she probably could. I don't stop talking. That's what the timer button is, really. It's a mute button. Semi-lurk. Okay, semi-lurk. Maybe I need a semi-lurking command specifically for you, Stephen. I have actually made more progress than I realised. Let's see. Oh no, never mind. Ow. Ow! Why did I say ow? I just anticipated hurting myself and said ow in preparation. Yes, Stephen, you are the best lurker in the world. You could. No one is better at lurking than you. Right, how much progress have I made? Some. Admittedly, more than I expected. This is the only time that I wish that fire spread was on, because then I could just set fire to the forest and leave it. But although in fairness, I'm trying to contain it to the circle, not burn down the entire jungle, which goes on for quite a way. So that would be quite impressive. But I'm really bad at remembering to drink. I'm sorry. I think it's coming through in my voice. If it is, I'm really sorry. That can be another resolution. Remember to stay hydrated during my streams. Because I'm not at the minute. I'm just going to murder my own throat with my lack of hydration. That's an excellent idea. I'm going to be perfectly honest. I have run out of things to say. I'm trying to think. Trying desperately to think of stuff to say. I'm going to spare you all my attempt at reading that message from Cosmic, because it is going to hurt my throat even more, and it is going to hurt all your eardrums, and you're going to wish you had gone deaf briefly, because I cannot say that or sing it, or however Cosmic wants me to read it. I cannot read it. I don't know why. What's his name? That's just made me think of Great Balls of Fire, and now I cannot think for the life of me who sang that song. The only person I can think of is Tom Jones, because I know he sang it just randomly on The Voice. Work aside, did I have a nice Christmas? Yes, I did have a nice Christmas. I didn't do very much. Well, Christmas. Yes, Jerry Lee Lewis, Ginger. That's exactly who it was. Yeah, I had a good Christmas. Christmas Day was exhausting because I've been working Christmas Eve, and then I had to cook for my family on Christmas Day. But other than that, it was great fun. And I've had a good time, and I got to see my partner's family a few days after Christmas, which was nice. I hadn't been sure I'd be able to see them, so I was quite glad about that. And then my partner was able to come and see my family for the new year, which again weren't sure we were going to be able to do thanks to COVID. I'm going to disregard my family friendly status for a second. Fuck coronavirus. Anyway, yes, I got given an awful lot of chocolate, which is the main reason I've decided I'm not going to make my New Year's resolution to eat healthy, because what is the point in making a New Year's resolution to eat more healthily in January when you are most likely going to have a lot of Christmas chocolate left? Because I don't think a lot of people realise that Christmas is only a week before the New Year. There's only about 7 days in it. I'm sorry, Stephen. I'm so sorry. I know. I can do better, and I will. But not when it comes to that virus. I mean, I censored myself there because I wanted to drop another F-bomb. Yeah, there's only 7 days between Christmas Day and New Year's. And if you got given a lot of chocolate for Christmas, as I did, and you're semi-good at controlling yourself when it comes to eating said chocolate, which I'm not, but somehow managed it, you're going to have chocolate in the new year. You're going to have Christmas chocolate in the new year. And then, all of a sudden, despite the fact that you've got this abundance of chocolate, and quite possibly an abundance of other foods, why would you suddenly, with it still in the building, whether that be a house, an apartment, a dorm room, wherever it is you're living, you suddenly banned yourself from eating half the food in your home? And it doesn't make any sense, because it's gonna stay there unless you're planning on wasting food by just throwing it away, which I will be honest, I never encourage, unless your food is inedible for some reason, whether it's gone off or you're allergic to it, or maybe it will interfere with medication you're taking, or anything like that. Don't throw food away, even if you don't think you'll like it. Even if your reasoning is, oh, I don't like that, you might be able to find a way to make it likable. I hate sprouts. I cannot stand sprouts. I eat one sprout a year on Christmas Day. I cook sprouts for my family, and I have one sprout. And this year, I actually made it edible. Mainly because I fried it with a load of bacon. So, I boiled the sprouts, and then I chucked them in a frying pan with a load of bacon bits. And all of a sudden, whilst it wasn't brilliant, it was a lot more edible. And as a chef, I hate seeing food go to waste. So if you think you're not going to like something because you didn't like it before, but you've got it, maybe it was a gift or something. Yes, Brussels sprouts. Sorry, I should probably have clarified that I meant Brussels sprouts. I'm so used to just calling them sprouts, but I also call parsnips snips. I usually call potatoes pots. I just abbreviate things at work. Now that I think about it, if I say hunters, I could be talking about my own possessions, or I could be talking about a hunter's chicken, which is not a chicken that belongs to me, I should emphasise. If anyone's not sure what a hunter's chicken is, please do say, because I don't know if it's an international thing, or if it's just a British thing, or if it's an Anglosphere thing, so I don't know if you, like, Stephen, I don't know if you've got them in Canada. Ginger, I don't know if they're particularly common in Ireland. Cosmic, I'm going to assume that you know what hunter's chicken is. Because I know it's a British pub meal, I just don't know how common it is elsewhere. Ginger, you eat 0 sprouts, spinach, and cucumber. Fair enough. If you don't like them, don't eat them. But if you end up with them, then I thoroughly encourage you to try a new way of preparing it and see if that helps. Hunter's chicken, Stephen, is when you take a chicken breast, you butterfly it. So if you're not sure what that is, cut it in half lengthways, but not completely in half. And then it's served with, usually with bacon, barbecue sauce, and at my work we serve it with cheddar cheese, but usually just a melted cheese. Cheddar is the traditional one, but really any cheese that will go with it will work. But yeah, it's chicken, barbecue sauce, bacon, and cheese, and it is honestly very delicious. And I thoroughly recommend, either if you get an opportunity to try it when you're eating out somewhere, do it, or if you prefer, make it yourself. It's not the healthiest of meals, as you may have noticed. There is absolutely no like veg or anything served with it normally. Well, there is. Most places will give you salad or something with it if you order it at a restaurant. But the actual Hunter's chicken is just the meat, the cheese, and the sauce. That's all it is. So if you make it at home and you want it to be healthy, you would have to, and you wanted a healthy accompaniment, rather, you would have to put something on the side. Like most recipes, if you found them online, aren't going to give you, say, carrots or broccoli prepared a certain way to go with it. I'm sorry, my mind went blank there as to a vegetable, which is, yes, Stephen, it is, and Ginger, it is very delicious. Admittedly, for a long time, it would be one of the only things I ate when I ate out. Mainly because I knew I liked it. And there we go, we're back to the comfort zone thing again. I would eat the same thing whenever I went out to eat, because I knew I liked it. I knew it was a safe choice. I was comfortable with it. Apparently, comfort zones is going to be the primary topic of tonight. Or this afternoon, in the case of Stephen. But yeah, so maybe that subconsciously impacted my name choice. I don't actually know. I had a point to all this. What was my point? What was my original point? I've forgotten what it was now. I know I was talking about sprouts, and then I was advocating against wasting food, even if you weren't sure you'd like it. And then I went on a tirade about Hunter's chicken, I think. Oh, thank you, Cosmic. Yes, when in doubt, BBC Good Food is one of the best places to go for recipes. At least in the UK, I don't know if they're an international thing. I don't know how easy they are. Giving up chocolate for New Year. Thank you, Ginger. That's what I completely blanked on that part of the conversation. Yes. If you're gonna make a New Year's resolution about eating healthily, just make it for February, or in my case March, because February is when my birthday is. I'll give you that hint. My birthday's in February, but my week off starts with, I'm just going to check my calendar quickly. It starts with the 29th of January, which is the Saturday before. Anyway, back on track. Yeah. For me, I generally start healthier eating in March, but I thoroughly encourage you to do it February, March sort of time, or at the very least the tail end of January. It makes more sense, frankly, to do it from then, rather than when you've got a house full of chocolate or other unhealthy goods. If I love a menu item, why try something new and possibly pay for something disappointing? Exactly, Stephen. Right? Why take the risk when you know that chicken stir fry, or Hunter's chicken, or a beef burger, or whatever it is you're having is a safe bet? You know you enjoy it, so you know you're going to get good value for money, so why spend your money on anything else? Hello, Folmers. What is running beans? What is runner beans? I'm going to assume that's a joke that I don't get because I don't fully understand humour in general. But hello, I hope you're doing well. I'm feeling a little apologetic for not understanding if that was a joke or not. I'm still not staying hydrated like I said I would. I'm being really bad at that. Give me a moment. I'm gonna have a proper drink now. Right, and that was a proper drink because I chugged. I need to get a bit more. Half pack runner beans, ends trimmed. Oh, okay, yeah. I haven't actually read the recipe, so I didn't even think about that. A runner bean is a kind of bean. I can't be more specific than that because off the top of my head, I don't remember which one runner beans are. There's so many. I think they're the flat ones. Um, and it's just now occurring to me I have no way of pulling up an image onto the stream. Cosmic, are you alright to try and find a picture of a runner bean and stick... Thank you, Ginger, and that's a fairly apt description. If we could get a link to a picture of runner beans in chat, and Cosmic will have to do that because she's the only one who can post links. But yeah, yeah, it's the long thin ones. I think, are they the long thin flat ones or the long thin round ones? Because there's two that are long and thin, and one's flat and one isn't. And I can't think for the life of me which one the runner bean is. I think it's the flat one, but they might be flat beans. But at the same time, that doesn't sound like a real bean. I just know it's not broad beans. I know it's not baked beans. I don't know. I'm not sure if runner beans is just another name for green beans. Because if it is, then I've only ever known them as green beans. You know what? I'm actually going to have to open this link because I'm not too sure myself. Yeah, no, I know which. It is the one I'm thinking of. I thought it was. Get rid of that. Sorry, I'm opening stuff and then remembering that my computer struggles to run Streamlabs in Minecraft as it is, as my first stream demonstrated. So, well, that sorts out what I can ask for my birthday. I can ask for new RAM cards. I could do with more anyway. Yeah, runner beans are those beans that Cosmic has stuck in the chat. Because they're the vegetable, they're like probably the optional part of the recipe. Yes, Cosmic. I'm finding myself getting ever more sidetracked by other things, so I should probably take a break and just take a minute. I'm going to finish this tree first, though, because... Apparently, no, I'm not going to finish this tree if my fall was anything to go by. But I do need to be somewhere safe to take a break. And here is not safe. So I'm going to fly back over to my base. Can anyone guess which beacon is the one that's deep underground for my mind? Can anyone guess which is the temporary beacon? Of these 4 beacon beams, which one is temporary? I want to be in a hot air balloon. I know the hot air balloon is safe. Hello, villagers! I don't want to be bothered by you, so... No, because that access point from my storage room is a slime chunk. So I won't run the risk of slimes finding their way down there. Admittedly, they'd only be small slimes, but knowing my luck, I'd then get pushed into the lush cave and then be killed by something actually dangerous. So probably best to just stand here, because I don't think phantoms can actually get to me here. At least they've never managed it in the past. Anyway, I'm going to take a break for a few minutes. I highly encourage everyone else to take a screen break as well, mainly because I know it's very unhealthy to stare at the screen for more than an hour. Cosmic, why must you do this to me? Don't want slime. I'm trying to keep things family friendly here, but when you say stuff like that, It's really difficult because my immediate reaction is to say something very inappropriate. Oh god, my work has not done being like starting streaming as family friendly streamer any favors. But that's what happens when you work a job where it's practically encouraged to constantly be swearing. I said I was taking a break. I'm taking a break. Everyone else, take a screen break, stretch, refresh your drink, whatever it is you do. And I will see you in a few minutes. I have tampered with Nightbot. I have had some stern words with Nightbot. Maybe Nightbot will be a bit kinder to everyone. Ginger, that was not an invitation to spam me with emotes and capital letters. Although I suppose I can't really stop you. I'm a bit too busy. Thank you. I'm sure you guys miss me. I have realised I will be able to make things slightly easier with regards to Nightbot and how strict he is and everything once I am actually an affiliate. So that's one point in favour of becoming affiliate. Because I can set things based on whether people are subscribers or VIPs. Currently, most exemptions are just based on moderator because people are either a moderator, me, or they're not a moderator. Or me, I suppose. But like, you either if you're not me, you either have a green sword next to my name, next to your name, or you don't. There's no in between. There's no real ability to be what's the word I'm looking for? It's one extreme or the other. It's not there's no middle ground. There's no this is bugging me. There's a word that means like it's almost like a sliding scale. It's not extreme. There's bits and pieces, but I don't actually know what the word is, and I'm doing a very bad description of it. But I think you guys know what I mean. It's like it's not black and white. There are obviously you guys. I trust all you guys to be sensible about things, but I can't just trust someone who just happened to stumble across me in the Minecraft part of Twitch to behave themselves. So I need that extreme settings in the event that I have people like that show up. But then that also affects you guys, who I know aren't going to be excessive about it, and I'll be excessive about it, and are generally doing it. It's not Hunter's Chicken Cosmic. And nor is it the hole that I've apparently lost, which I haven't lost, by the way. I still know where my hole is, thankfully. And I did double check, it's not slimy. Elkhorn, you were able to make it! This chat just got so much more mighty now. I know you were mentioning about watching the VODs, so I had been hoping you would be able to make it eventually, and here you are. First stream of the new year. How are you, my friend? I'm afraid you've not got the most interesting stream to arrive to because I'm destroying trees, but well, I suppose if that's your thing, it is the most interesting stream in the world. But it's destroying trees and me going on a lot of rants. I have been ranting a lot today. Always keep an eye on your hole. Well, I can't at the minute because it's over there somewhere. I can keep an eye on my hoe, which only has 200 durability left, so keep me a very close eye on that. I don't want to break it. It's a netherite hoe. I'm seriously dedicated to this hoe. Yes, I made a reference to a Minecraft advancement. That is the sense of humour I have. I make jokes about Minecraft advancements. If I didn't know better, I'd say I was probably a nerd. He's a lumberjack. I'm not going to try singing that, but I think that's what you're wanting me to do. I've already said I'm not going to try singing. I value my voice and I value your guys' hearing. So no, there will be no singing on this stream. I'll leave the singing to Stephen. Maybe I will consider singing a channel point redemption, but that's something else I don't need to worry about until affiliate, and I have the luxury of not having to worry about affiliate because no matter how much I stream, I need 50 followers, which I don't have yet. Okay, enjoy that lurk out, Corn, and make sure you focus on work first, not me. Much as I enjoy the attention, your job's more important. But yes, I need 50 followers to get affiliate. I have 32, I believe. I'm Obviously, I'm not going to buy them because that's... We don't do that here. Only 80 more to go. I'm sure we can... Well, you probably could. We probably could. But I'm not going to put any effort into doing it because the longer I don't have 50 followers, the longer it's going to take me to get to affiliate. And the longer I don't have to worry about Cosmic. Cosmic doesn't scare me, I promise. Cosmic's not a scary person to me, I swear. I'm streaming tomorrow. No one leaves my stream until they follow me, but I should have kept my mouth shut. I should have said that I've already got 50 followers and it's the other bits that need to be worked on. Admittedly, I need to stream like, I think 8 hours in a month, well 8 hours in a 30-day period, which I can do quite easily. And what was the other thing? I think it's like stream 7 different days in a 30-day period. That's the difficult one. Because I only stream once a week. And on average, there's only 4 weeks in a month. So that's the main reason I'm actually streaming multiple times that week I'm off. I would like to get to affiliate because it's a goal to achieve. And I'm a completionist. I appreciate how ridiculous that sounds. I'm a completionist, so I'm trying to complete Twitch. But nevertheless, that is apparently what I am doing. And it's just something to aim for, really. Which is the main reason I'm doing it. So, oh, my shovel. You could make McScrugan, but he is already following, yes. I think I currently can only see the mini feed. I'm pretty sure McScrugan is following. I cheated and streamed over midnight, so I got 2 days in one stream every week. Does that count? Seriously, does that count? I didn't realise that counted. I thought they had to be like 7 unique streams on different days. So you could start the stream on one day and go over midnight, but then if you wanted the second day, you would have to stream on the second day as a completely separate stream. Okay. Right. This is news. So if I stream today, and I stream for 4.5 hours, which would take us to midnight my time, that would take us on to Tuesday. So that would be 2 different days. And then if I streamed on the 17th and did the same thing and went over to the 18th, that would be 4 days then. And then if I streamed, what's 17 plus 7? If I streamed on the 30? Have I done my math right? What's 17 plus 7? It's 24, right? Math on stream, terrible idea. 17 plus 7 is 24. I am not that bad, am I? I'm not that bad at math. So I got an A in my maths GCSE. I should really know what 17 plus 7 is. For those who don't know, an A is it's the second highest result when I did my GCSEs, and my GCSEs are the first major set of exams we do at high school in the UK. We take them when we are 16. They have since changed them. I believe they're now numbered rather than letters, which is dumb. But there we go. I'm not going to go on another rant about the UK education system because we'll be here all night. Thank you, Cosmic. So if I stream again on the 24th onto the 25th, that is another... Well, that's one way of doing it. So that's another 2 days. So that's 6 days. So if I'm correct and it's... I nearly said you have 24 fingers and toes if you count them all, but no, that's still not correct. You only have 20. I apparently need to go back to school because I don't know maths and I don't know the human body. Explains a lot, Cosmic. Explains a lot. Explains how you're able to dual mod as well, because I still don't know how you do that. I can't do mod you and Joel at the same time, and both of you have like an army of moderators. So my inventory's going to fill up a lot faster now because I'm harvesting the leaves with Silk Touch. Anyway, yeah. So if I went over till midnight, that's 2 days. Then next week did the same, that's 4 days. And the week after that did the same, that's 6 days. And then 7 days after the 24th is the 31st. Now, is it a 30-day period or is it a single month? Because if it's a 30-day period, that won't matter. But if it's within a single month, then that's not different. Well, Ginger, you'll probably know this answer better than me. What is the average number of viewers in one of Pixel Rift streams? Because from what I've seen from the streams that I can make, which is usually just Tuesday, it's about 1,000, or it's around 1,000 people. Maybe a bit under. I have noticed that as the stream goes on, the slow mode timer does increase. So I assume it starts out close to, say, 250, 300, and then increases as lots. No, that's a reasonable answer. Joel and Cosmic are smaller streamers. I don't think it's unreasonable to say that. Like, comparatively to Pix, are much smaller streamers. Same for Stephen or Alistair, two of the other channels that Cosmic moderates for. So, if they're live at the same time, then it's not as many people to keep an eye on. You're keeping an eye on nearly 1,000 people. Which, admittedly, I'm still impressed that you... That's a skeleton, and also a creeper. Why can't they be stood the other way around? I want the skeleton to shoot... There we go. I'm just going to shoot them. I'd rather not run the risk. Where was it? Ah, yes. I was talking about how Ginger is somehow amazing at moderating, just as Cosmic is. Simply because... How do you keep that many... I have tried to follow Pix's chat. I can't... Yes, Cosmic Moorhole. I can't follow Pix's chat at all. There have been times where I have had to scroll back when I first arrived because I missed you saying hello to me because there is so much going on. So how you are able to keep track of whenever well, admittedly, when someone subscribes or gives bits, it pops up on the stream, but how you're able to keep track of when someone shows up for the first time that day and you're able to say hi to them, or how you're able to keep track of who's asked what question how many times. I don't understand how you do it. I appreciate that you are not Pix's only moderator, that there are others. But still, I read very fast, but I do have to focus very closely, so I do miss stuff quite a lot. Okay. Now, if I thought I could keep track of Pixel streams any better than you, I would try and keep a tally of how much stuff you missed, but I don't think I could do it. I struggle with Joel's stream. I struggle with Cosmic's stream. If you watch Joel stream or Cosmic stream as a moderator and see what happens when a mod takes action when there's several of us there, I will be perfectly honest, 90% of the time it is Cosmic, and the next 5% is probably Joel himself. Stay in my hand. You're mine. Stay in my hand. Yeah. That's not to say that the other mods don't like pull their weight around. Like they almost certainly do. I just don't. I don't see them as often. But I'm not in Joel's streams very much at the minute. But if it's say just me and Cosmic there, I won't do a thing except be Cosmic's backup basically because Cosmic is too fast. And I think it would be the same in Pixar streams if I was trying to mod at the same time as you. Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you for that information. I will try and avoid throwing my hoe away. No, that's not. Well, it's very easy to not throw your hoe away when you're not holding it. That's also not. There we go. But yes, I don't know how you guys do it. No worries, Stephen. It was good to see you. Go and enjoy your dinner. Um, I don't suppose you've suddenly decided to make Hunter's Chicken, have you? But yes, enjoy your dinner, and I will hopefully see you around soon. I will try and make it to one of your streams. Given time zones, and unlike Cosmic, I apparently like my sleep more than Cosmic does. I'm not throwing shade at all. I will try and show up for a bit. I might have already gone to bed. I apologise for this. I don't know why I'm apologising for going to bed. Don't tell me off for that, Cosmic. I'm calling myself out. I think, to be perfectly honest, all moderators deserve a lot more praise than we give them. And I appreciate I'm saying that as a moderator, so I'm blowing my own trumpet a bit there. But I know Cosmic and Ginger, you two are moderators for two of the main channels I'm around or involved with, so you two are bloody awesome. And I cannot stress that enough. You are both amazing. Am I saying this loud enough? Am I being clear enough with how amazing you both are? Just in general, okay? You are both wonderful, amazing, brilliant humans. And I will be perfectly honest, all my modding, the way I mod, I have taken it from both of you, so no pressure there. I got to don't. I sometimes see something and have to just look at it for a moment and process the fact that the person has the cheek to actually post that in chat, and in that tiny gap, one of the other mods jumps in and deletes it. Yeah, that's happened for me, and also the hesitation of, is that a bannable offence or a timeoutable offence? Because I haven't quite got the gist of which is which. Which then results in Cosmic getting in there before I can actually make a decision. I think there's actually been a couple of occasions where I timed someone out and Cosmic's just like, no, we're banning them. We don't need them. We don't need them here. Which is fair. I'm probably not strict enough. I've made quite a bit of progress with all these leaves, considering I didn't expect to make any progress with these leaves. Which is which depends on how grumpy I am. Alright, I heard you. I'm Cosmic, you are more than alright. You are wonderful and amazing and brilliant. I need to invest in a thesaurus. But you are all those things and much, much more. So is Ginger. And so are all the other moderators that are around. Elkhorn, I believe you're lurking, so if you're still around, if you're around and listening, you are amazing as well. You're an amazing person as well. I don't believe there are any other moderators around. Stephen, to my knowledge, doesn't moderate for anyone. A thesaurus is a very wordy dinosaur. You can't see me because I'm not gonna do a face cam because that's the one like pleasure I've set myself. I don't have to make myself look presentable for streams. But I am face palming right now, Ginger. At that, I am just face palming. I may need to make a note of that in case, because I have seriously considered setting up a pun command. So I may need to make a note of that. Whose emote is that? Whose is that? Oh, it's one of Draft's. I don't know why that surprises me. I should not be surprised that Draft has a face farming cow. These trees don't... You know, I had the bright idea of putting the red line in the sky so I could always see it. Slight problem. I'm probably going to just keep going in that direction and not even realise. Also, if I try to build to scale, it's going to be tiny because it's like 30 meters across. It's not actually when I looked at the pyramid on Wikipedia and things, I was looking at the measurements to see if it was worth building it to scale or not, like building it life size. If you take one Minecraft block as a meter, it it's not that like it's not that big. It's only 30 blocks across. This circle is bigger than the footprint of one of Central America's most iconic landmarks, which is honestly quite surprising. But then again, Minecraft isn't exactly known for scale. I'm holding a meter cube block of leaves. It's not exactly known for realism. I'm also holding an amulet that will prevent me from dying. Dang it, there goes one more ender chest. Okay, I'm going to guess that that's a reference to your streams that I always fail at making, so you're going to have to explain that joke to me. Why are you losing an ender chest? I assume there's a very good reason for it, because ender chests aren't overly cheap, but still. What are you doing with your ender chest, Ginger? Well, I assume throwing them into lava or something similar. Or no silk touch. That's another option. I've been very lucky to have never actually done that, but I also always work with silk touch, so I very rarely use fortune. In fact, I was trying to pick it up and accidentally hit it. Oh yeah. Now I'm familiar with that concept. I mean, not personally, like I said. I pretty much always carry my silk touch pickaxe precisely to avoid doing that, because I don't trust myself. It's just safer to always carry a silk touch pickaxe than to try and switch between the two. Even with the new way ores work, I stuck with silk touch because it just leaves my ender chest in a safer position. My fortune pickaxe is there, and that is where it stays, and that is where it is going to stay. I'm going to run my mouse over all my tools. Brownie points for anyone who can tell me where all these names are from. That is not named. Where all these names are from. I'm sure someone will be able to get it. It's really not that hard if you're even remotely interested in it. But I took inspiration from Alistair to name my tools after something I enjoyed. I know his tools are like Star Trek themed, so I went for something not Star Trek themed because I like Star Trek, but I'm not quite as obsessed with it as Alistair. I was just mining cobbled this slate and I forgot to swap back. If only fortunately an ender chest gave you more ender chests. I think, saying that, Cosmic, someone on SciCraft has probably figured out how to do that. If Doc M77's Hermitcraft videos were anything to go by with the amount who was working with SciCraft, they probably figured out how to do something like that. Because, of course they do. I mean, they could always make it so fortuning gives you more obsidian, but then I suppose that's just an obsidian farm then. That's just a manual obsidian farm, basically. You just create an ender chest, provided you've got a blaze farm and an enderman farm, which a lot of people do have. Yeah, it would just be Actually, would it be a more efficient way of farming obsidian? Is there a way to farm obsidian naturally? I don't think there is. But I'm also not well versed in everything you can farm. Like, I didn't even realise that things like sand are not renewable resources. I assumed there was a way to farm. Although strangely enough, I don't think red sand is non-renewable. I think it is technically renewable. But only thanks to the blue-robed fellow who doesn't deserve to be called his actual name. Speaking of, I'm half expecting one to show up because I haven't seen one for a while. But I don't know when the last one spawned. And I know people have been on the server recently. Case in point, he's not online anymore. Minipax was online, so he could have got the latest spawn. Are your tools named after people from Critical Role, which I don't watch, but I am thinking of things you like? No, they are not. That's a good guess, but honestly, recently I have not had the time to watch Critical Role in any capacity. I'm struggling to keep up with the other podcasts, and Critical Role is one of the lower priority ones, simply because I got onto that one later. I can only keep up with the spawn chunks because I can listen because I listen to them live. That's the only reason I'm able to keep up with it. If I don't listen to the live recordings, it's a mad dash to try and listen to that episode to understand the render distance content before the next episode. I say I'm falling behind. I've managed to catch up on the Citadel Cafe. I had fallen behind. It was only this weekend that I caught up with Hawkeye. I'm behind on Star Trek Discovery, rather majorly. I'm massively behind on the Survival Guide, I think. I don't actually know what episode picks it up to now. I'm in the process of watching episode 22. I have not written a list of all the stuff that I still need to watch. I promise. I'm behind on High Rollers, which is the other D&D show that I watch. Well, the primary D&D show I watch. I'm 2 episodes behind on them, which doesn't sound like a lot, but that's 6 hours of content. Yeah, I personally blame Hermitcraft because I had the genius idea of trying to watch every single Hermit for Season 8. I can tell you now, it doesn't work. Well, it does, but it's very difficult. By the end of it, the Hermits that I didn't actually want to watch, that I was just watching for the sake of watching them all, I was just skimming their videos to see if there were any like crossovers with the others. But I have made the decision that Season 9, I am only watching the people I actually enjoy watching. That's not to say that some of the Hermits are bad or anything. I just I'm not a big fan of some of their content. That is indeed what the recap is for, Cosmic, and I have to remind myself that even Zloy and Pix don't watch all the Hermits. They split the workload between them. So it's not like I'm doing more work than Zloy and Pix in terms of actually watching. Not in terms of making the recap, because all that time Pix was trying to get a carrot, and I got one immediately. I wouldn't say some Hermits are less appealing than others. Well, no. It's a very difficult thing because it's a very opinion-based way to look at it. Like, I watch Mumbo and Grian. I love watching their content. A lot of people don't in the circles I'm in because their content is aimed at a slightly younger audience, and I am a bit old for the age bracket they're aiming for, but I also consume a lot of not mature content in terms of it's violent, or there's a lot of swearing, or there's like nudity. It's a bit like what Joel and I think it was Joel, Alistair, Stephen, Ryan and Brockett, I want to say. I'm trying to remember who was in the Christmas roundtable. But hello Zero Fox. Hello fellow Denzine of the internet. I hope you're doing well. We're currently talking about Hermitcraft and how many of them are appealing to each other. How many of them are appealing to watch to us. I don't follow Ginger, as in you don't care about what age group they're aiming for, or don't care about the younger age demographic in general, or I don't follow what that's referring to. My point is more like their content aimed at younger audiences, but I can still enjoy it because it makes a change, because it's targeted at younger audiences. And also in the case of Mumbo, like, he was the one who got me back into Minecraft. I stopped really playing Minecraft for a while, and it was watching Mumbo's videos that got me back into it. And I suppose there's just almost a sense of loyalty there. Like, this is the guy who got me back into the game. I'm going to stick with him. But then I don't really enjoy, say, Jeffen's videos. And there's nothing wrong with Jeffen's videos. I just personally not to my tastes. I'm sure there are plenty of people out there who love Jeffen. I watch what I enjoy without caring who it's in. Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm not sure if who here is familiar with the show Young Justice. It's a DC show, focused. It's a bit like Teen Titans. It's focused on the sidekicks of the DC heroes. So Robin, Kid Flash, Aqualad, and then some that I was less familiar with, such as Artemis for Green Arrow, and Superboy, who is technically not a sidekick, but also is, and Miss Martian, who I think it varies on the media, but in this version she is the Martian Manager's niece. Anyway, I'm going off on a completely different tangent. It's a superhero show that's aimed at, presumably, teenagers, or preteens, that sort of age. So between like 10 and 15, I'd say, based on the content. And when the first season came out, whilst I wasn't necessarily the exact age, I was probably, I actually, come to think of it, no, I wasn't. When I first watched the first season, I was too old for it, as far as the age rating it was aimed for was concerned. I think when it came out, I might have been around the correct age, but I actually saw it several years after it came out, because it went on hiatus, then got renewed, I think, for DC's online streaming service for a third series, mainly due to the fan backlash of it being cancelled. And then they're currently on their fourth season, and I really enjoy it. And it's a little mature for a kids anime. It deals with lots of spoilers. In one of the first few episodes of season 4, one of the main characters is killed off. Sorry, Zero Fox, if you were planning on watching it. I'm not going to say who, but it affects the others a lot. Like, a lot, as you'd expect the death of a close friend to affect you. Like, you see them struggling to cope with their grief, and that's unusual for a kids show. At least in my experience, most kids shows don't handle that kind of topic, or if they don't necessarily handle it well. As far as I've been able to tell, this show does, at least in my mind, it's taken mature themes and it's handled them fairly well. It's not afraid to shy away from certain things. And obviously it is still a kids show, so there are certain topics that aren't discussed, such as how babies are made. So it's not got everything that an adult show might have, but it's certainly. I mean, there's certainly the adult jokes that all kids kids entertainment contains for the adults that have to watch it. But they're not obvious. For example, in the first season, one of the female characters makes a reference to how someone doesn't know their moves, and Robin's response is, I bet you know you've got some good ones. And I have done a very poor job of replicating that scene, because you're hearing me say that in a very beautiful voice as I take down some leaves in Minecraft. But the implication in the show with the animation and the tone of voice is quite clear. But that's going to go straight over some kids' heads, or at least the hidden meaning is going to go straight over some kids' heads. So it's got adult content, but also not adult content, and I have a feeling that I'm rambling now. Shows for kids that aren't afraid to shy away from difficult topics. Yeah, no, um, it's good the fact that the way they've made the show is the original characters have, like, it's not, so The Simpsons, using another long-running, like, cartoon, is what's called a floating timeline. I don't know if people are familiar with the concept of that. So everything that happens on the show happens within a single year. Despite all the birthdays that take place, everything is effectively considered to be taking place in the same year. To get away with, like, not being consistent in certain areas. Young Justice very much doesn't do that. The characters get older. There is a 5-year time skip between the first 2 seasons. Robin becomes Nightwing, for example. Kid Flash retires. Things like that. And because some of the main characters are getting older, some of the themes get older with them. Because there isn't currently a good X-Men show on TV, they have basically like co-opted part of the X-Men themes of, well, racism, and to a lesser extent things like homophobia, because that is what being a mutant in the X-Men universe is basically an allegory. I may be mispronouncing that word, but that's what it's meant to represent, because they're discriminated against for being born that way. And in the DC universe, you've got metahumans who are in a similar circumstance, particularly teenagers. They're being mistreated, not so much for the way they're born, but for having something that they didn't have any choice in. In a lot of cases, they're being used as child soldiers, which is a very mature topic to bring up in a kids show, and yet it's used fairly regularly, and it's addressed surprisingly well, even when one of the heroes kills a child soldier. Yeah, that was a dark scene. I did say it was a bit dark at times, didn't I? I didn't say that it was always light-hearted. Just double checking. I'm not actually sure now. Let's change the topic to something more. What did I miss? Oh, taking down list. Yes, McScrewgun. What you have. The sun's in the middle of the sky. It's bedtime. Yes, McScrewgun. What you've missed is me going on a bit of a ramble about one of the shows I enjoy watching that handles some adult themes, and then immediately killing the conversation myself with the realization that at times it can be a bit dark. But yes, we're taking down leaves. I'm still nowhere. Thing is, I don't know if it feels like there's still a lot to do because of the angle I'm looking at it from, and I'm just seeing the trees that are actually outside the circle. I could probably do to make a second circle that's on the ground. Let's go around here. No, this entire section still needs to be removed. I'm getting that. Slowly but surely, I am getting that. And after all this, I need to actually chop down the wood as well. At the very least, I'm not going to run out of wood anytime soon. And I can probably stick... Can you compost leaves? If you can compost leaves, that's going to be fantastic. If not, then I may have to see if I can find someone to offload all my leaves to. Because otherwise I'm just going to have a lot of leaves sitting around that I'm unlikely to use. I'm fairly certain you can compost saplings, but leaves I'm something that I need to clear off, because we'll take poisoned potatoes. You can compost leaves, awesome. What is the point of poisonous potatoes? Seriously. I know, like, this was discussed in the Spawn Shocks. What is the point in poisonous potatoes? They literally serve no purpose except poisoning yourself and getting an advancement. And it's just one advancement. There is no point, and that's the point. Well, there's no... I will be honest, that doesn't make any sense. Like, what's the point in having an item that has no point? Like, why? Why would you? Why? What's? I don't understand. Like, why? Why would you have an item like that? Uh. Um. Right. What did I say I was building here, Cosmic? I am building the pyramid that's found in the, I think it's like an Incan or Aztec ruin, Chichen Itza. That's the name of like the entire town area. I'm planning on building just the main like pyramid. I do not know what it's called. It's like Yakaza or something. It's got a name beginning with Y. I should probably look it up. I said I would look it up on my break. I forgot. Um, but I will look it up at some point and I will make a note of it just so I remember for next time. Yeah, Young Justice is amazing. Continues to be. Yes, absolutely. You can compost leaves. Thank you. Save poison potatoes for item filters in storage systems. You think I know how to build an automated storage system? You think I have the time to figure out how to build one? I have no idea what I'm doing with storage systems. I have some water channels in my storage system, but they lead directly from the farm directly to the applicable chests. There is no like crossover between them. They just go between the farm and the chest because I have no idea how to build them, especially with how my missed. Especially with how my storage system is set out, it doesn't really work that way. Maybe one day. Yes, Ginger, that's pretty much how mine works. Temple of Cook. I'm going to butcher this pronunciation, so I'm sorry. Kukulkan? Kukulsan? I don't know how to pronounce the A with the little symbol above it. I will have to open that link to find out, Cosmic. But yes. Right, Temple of Kukulkan or El Castillo, which I assume is the Spanish translation. That's why I was thinking beginning with Y, because I was thinking of the Yucatan region. And it's Mayan, not Incan or Aztec. I had a 1 in 3 chance of getting it right, and I got both wrong options. Yeah, it's El Castillo. I'm going to call it El Castillo because I can actually pronounce that one. I'm probably still pronouncing it wrong, but... Temple of Cool Coat Can at Itchy Chicken. I am not calling it that, Ginger. I am absolutely not calling it that. I feel bad enough calling Chichen Itza Itchy Chicken. It feels wrong. Like I don't know why it just feels inappropriate to call a major city for another civilization's name something amusing, even if it is funny. I don't know why. Like, it's very funny, but at the same time I feel a little guilty for laughing. Maybe that's just having grown up around a rather woke society. And that's not me saying wokeism is bad. I wish to make that perfectly clear. Temple of Cluckers Cola Crunchies. God. Are we bad people for finding these things funny? Because I genuinely don't know. And I never know what's appropriate to laugh at anymore. But yeah. With a sky that dark, is that a thunderstorm? Because I have my weather sounds turned off, so I'm not going to hear lightning. Yes, it is. Right. Give me one moment. I just need to go here. Where are you? Your Riptide, your Channeling. Channeling is Channeling is Spearow. Riptide is Beedrill. Okay. And I missed. Well, that's just typical. Can I impel you? There we go. I don't get to do this very often, so I'm why didn't that... Why aren't you... Why wasn't he being struck by lightning? What? No, come back, come back, come back! There we go. Oh, I'm thinking, why am I taking so much damage? It's because I'm striking myself with lightning by mistake. Creepers? Come on, I've specifically come down here because I want a creeper. Because I want to try and do a charged creeper. I have literally never been able to play with channeling. Come on. Why are there no creepers when you actually want them? Ah, there we go. I just need to go a bit further away. Now there's tons of creepers! I'm just realising just how many creepers there are down there now. Hunter Triple Thor, yes. Absolutely. And that zombie's persistent. Come on, come on. No. Maybe if I get a little closer. Same for this tree. There we go. There we are. No, missed. How did I miss that one? There we go. Whoa, jeez! I had no idea that they did so much damage. Holy crap! Yeah, I have never been next to a charged creeper before. So that was new. That was a new experience. It's a good job I had my totem on me. Where are they? Where are the spares? There are the spares. That's better. Yeah, I'm sleeping now. I prefer totems. I will be honest. I prefer totems. Mainly because I'm not good enough with a shield. I have a shield. But I'm not very good with them. So I just don't bother. I have a shield. I even went to the effort of putting my banner on. Admittedly, it hasn't appeared on here very well. End crystal / netherbed. Netherbed bad. Netherbed bad. That's a bit of a tongue twister. Yeah. That's a big hole. Well, that's a very big hole. Well, I may do that again. I may not. We'll wait and see. Thankfully, I have 2 pieces of netherite armor. I live in a jungle, so I don't have to worry about powdered snow. And I also live in a 1. I think this is technically the 1.15 area because I don't know if it got reset between. Although the seed stayed the same between all the updates. So. And I don't even know when the server started. Overworld bed good, nether bed bad. Can we stop saying that? Can we stop saying nether bed bad? Because I can't say it, and I read messages out before I reply to them. And I shouldn't have said that because now I'm gonna just get that spammed in chat, aren't I? Yeah, nether bed bad. Unless looking for ancient debris, in which case nether bed good. Kind of. A lot of fire. And I still can't quite believe that intentional game design is the actual death message for being killed by a bed. Thank you, Cosmic. If you're not careful, we'll go back to that lush cave and I'll rub small drip leaf in your face. Speaking of small drip leaf, don't see any wandering traders. Yep, Elkhorn, I think it was just you. I think you're the only person on Infinity Cove who's received small drip leaf from one wandering trader. Band terms: Netherbed bad, cinnamon. I can say cinnamon. Yeah, I can live with the knowledge that I can say cinnamon, and I can say Netherbed bad. I just have to think about it. Now, if you want me to say, if you want something that I can't say, Pacific, not the ocean, the other one. I struggle with that one. So I say Pacific and hope people know what I mean. Isn't there a synonym for cinnamon? Yes, there is. The word cosmic can't say. That's the synonym for synonym. I said synonym for synonym. There's me. That's what I get for trying to shove. Synonym for cinnamon. I don't even know if I've said cinnamon so many times. I'm not even sure I'm saying it right now. And my mouth is drying out, which isn't helping. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. My microphone muted itself, but I wasn't muted on Streamlabs or anything. I was just muted. Sorry. I just continued talking, completely unaware that I was mute. So I have no idea what the last thing you heard was. Sorry about that. Yeah, my mic was trying to rescue me. Probably from digging a hole. Digging a hole. I'm very good at digging holes that I then can't get out of, and I'm regularly handed shovels for these holes because my work colleagues just love to see me dig deeper, and then I dig too deep. So, what was the last thing you guys heard me say? Just out of curiosity, how long was I talking to myself? I'm hoping it was only a few seconds. I think I know when it was. I think I pushed my microphone out my way. When because of the way my headset works, if I push my microphone up, it mutes it. Because presumably I'm not using it. So I pushed the microphone up to move it out of the way whilst I had a drink. And then I must have not swung it back down far enough. But the only indicator that it's muted is a red light on the actual microphone, which is like out the very corner of my eye. So like, how is that in any way helpful? But here we are. You were taking it, okay. A minute or two. That's not too bad then. I just went on a ramble and about how I'm. Wow, that actually removed more of the tree than I thought. Floating trees. I'm going to leave you there. Mainly because it'll upset people. I'm not actually going to leave it there. It's going to bother me if I leave it there. This one. I don't know why I keep starting opening with opening this one. I know these two are full. and I need another. I could just lay these all out, but that would be too smart. And I don't know how many I need, and I don't want to lay them out unnecessarily. It is indeed time for another break. Maybe. I'm not entirely... I haven't quite settled on whether I want to go for 2 hours or 3. Given we're at this point, I might as well actually push 3 hours, so... Well, because I have a tendency to crack my ankles whenever I land. That's probably because I carry a totem, so I know full well that I don't have to worry about dying from fall damage. Yeah, I'm going to take another break, and I'll try pushing to 3 hours, just so I can see how I feel after a 3-hour stream, because I haven't had one yet. I am going to move back to the tree, though, because standing on that tree doesn't feel safe. Standing on this hot air balloon with some villagers for company feels... Actually, no, you know what? We're going to hide in the honey bottle this time. I'm going to hide with the bees. Mainly because there's lots of flowers, which will make Cosmic happy. Right then. I don't want to have to listen to the bees. Right, I will be right back. Everyone else, take a screen break. Please. Cosmic, what are you doing? I see you there. Yeah, they're making a lot of squishy sounds. Let's fix that. Just very, very quickly. And there we go. It's not quite so squishy now. No, I want the torches. In my chat, adding a command. I can't really be angry at you because I have done very similar things. So I can't exactly be annoyed with you because I do it to you. This is just revenge. Revenge is a dish best served when I'm not around. Right. Yes, squishy bee noises and nether bed bat. Yes, that. I was sat at my computer watching you add it and test it. I delayed coming back from my break just so I could see what you were doing. Right. It's really this side that I haven't made much progress with, so let's focus on this side. I'm also going to have to make a decision about trees that are halfway across the line. Because I don't know if I want the line to be a hard... Ow. I don't know if I want the line to be a hard and fast rule, or just a general guide as to roughly where I'm going to end the... I hesitate to use the word terraforming, it feels like too strong a word. Revenge edition. Oh, I've cooked revenge before. I've never had to get revenge on someone online, but I've definitely had to get revenge before. And it is a dish best served, Cosmic, yes. But if you can't have that, try the Hunter's Chicken. You know, I am missing an opportunity by not having a chicken in my base that's just named Hunter's Chicken. How have I not thought of that until now? Seriously. How have I not... My word, I'm an idiot. Then again, we did already know that. Oh well, at some point I'm going to have to track... I say I'm going to... No, I know why I don't have a chicken in my base, because ocelots can spawn in my base. I tried having a chicken platform. I mean, I still have it. But every now and again I'll go there and it will just be empty, owing to the fact that an ocelot has spawned in it. And I can't have a chicken anywhere on my base because ocelots will spawn there because it's jungle and just kill them. Sometimes the brain has a fart. Yes, unfortunately for me, it does that quite often. Like, very often. Like, how do I function as a human often? Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating things. Oh, it was a sapling. I'm thinking, since when were pears in Minecraft? See what I mean? 2 brain farts within the space of like 5 minutes. Here we are. These vines just sticking around even though they're flirting. Very annoying. Now, I have an important question for you all. It occurred to me whilst I was on my break. Has anyone who is currently in chat not seen the new Spider-Man film? Because if anyone hasn't, I will stop before I get any further. Oh god, I didn't. I didn't realise you were keeping count. Hey, in my defence, I have never done that to you. I have never backlogged bits. I haven't asked people to keep count for when I'm not there, which is admittedly not very often, and I have never like kept count when I was unable to give you bits, and then given you bits. I have seen. So, Ginger and Cosmic haven't, but Zero Fox has seen it 3 times. Have you seen it with different people, or have you just gone the same, like by yourself 3 times, Zero Fox? Because I've only seen it once, and whilst I would be happily seeing it again, 3 times. I mean, it was very good, and that moment when that thing happened. Okay. What's it like to go to this? I've never been to the cinema by myself. I've said cinema. Zero Fox. I don't actually know whereabouts in the world you're from. So, because America, it's called a theatre, and then in the UK, the theatre is something completely different. But yeah, I've never been like that by myself before. I've been to the theatre by myself, I've been to the cinema, and I don't know why, but it feels like there's some sort of social stigma attached to going by yourself. Even though you sit in a dark room and don't talk to the people you've gone with, so why does it matter if you go with someone? You're literally not going to talk to them. I don't know why that joke is so funny. I don't know why. I should probably mention that even if I was like that threat would probably mean more to me if I wasn't a history student. Like, I know that there are also probably some people out there who don't know what happened to the Titanic. They've probably been living under a rock, but even if it wasn't common knowledge what happened, I am a history student. I'm more likely to know what happened to the Titanic than normal people, and I think that's why I'm finding it so funny. And also, I watched Downton Abbey, and literally the first thing that happens in it. I have been to the movies by myself many times. It's not as fun as going with friends, but a lot of the time no one else wants to see the movies I do. In my case, it's not so much that no one else wants to see them, it's just I can't find the time. I got very lucky with Spider-Man. I very nearly ended up going to Spider-Man by myself because my sister had tested positive for COVID, and we were waiting for her PCR results to get back. But I don't keep track of what's in the cinema very often. I often don't have the time. Plus, I can't speak for everyone, of course, but the cinema near me, the local one, the one that doesn't take a minimum of 30 minutes to get to, is quite expensive. I don't know if they're in Ireland, but Cosmic, you might be familiar with the Odeon cinemas, and of the British cinemas, they are the most expensive, at least in my experience, and that means that I'm less willing to go to them. Okay. Well, I mean, in all fairness, the cinema is not all it's cracked up to be. You're basically paying to sit in a dark room to see something you'll inevitably be able to sit at home, and you're paying a premium for it, and you're paying a premium for food that's not the highest quality. And I say that as a chef, so I'm being a bit soft, but it is not the highest quality. And you've no idea how well they clean things like that. The advantage of the massive screen and the sound quality is nice, but if that's that important to you, you'd likely spend the money on it. So going out to the cinema is not the be-all and end-all of living life. Like the Eternals, the MCU film. Came out in the cinema in November. I haven't gone to the cinema to see it. I've got it written on my calendar that it comes out on Disney Plus on Wednesday. And Shang-Chi and Black Widow. I waited for both of them on Disney Plus. Spider-Man, I went to the cinema specifically because it was New Year's Day and my boyfriend was around. Not because I specifically, and also because I was having more trouble avoiding spoilers for that one than I was either of the other two. A 10-screen cinema a mile up the road. If you went out more, you live local. So there is that. You're familiar with those units? Yeah, they're definitely more pricey ones, and our one has just converted into, well, I say just just before the pandemic, so it might as well be just. It upgraded to a Odeon Lux, which basically means all the seats are reclinable. Which, okay, I was not expecting that. That's viral porpoise with a raid of 45 people, which is 45 more people than I ever expected from a raid. Hi. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of people. Right. Hello. I now need to figure out how I greet a sudden wave of people coming in, because I have never had this happen to me before. It's getting dark, so I'm going to move somewhere a little safer. So much for taking forever to get to 50 followers. I should have a command like that, shouldn't I? Right. Hello, Raiders. I am Hunter555. You can call me Hunter. I am a very new streamer. This is something like my 4th stream. And I am currently on the Infinity Cove server, which is the Patreon server for Joel Duggan, who you may recognise as one of the co-hosts for the Spawn Chunks, which is also where you might recognise my name from. Currently today, we are committing a crime of environmental disaster by tearing up a massive chunk of the rainforest I live in, so we can build a slightly larger in Minecraft version of, what did we say we were calling it? El Castillo. It's a Mayan pyramid in the Yucatan region of Mexico. That is a lot of followers that I was not expecting. Right, thank you to Brackus, Pickle Juice, Sassy Brunch, Canadian Jen, Nitty Monster, and Embrace the Storm, all for following, and thank you again to Fireport VP for the raid. Wow. This was totally unexpected. I have grown too comfortable with having like 5 people in my chat to suddenly be talking to like 40. And now Aldebar is hosting as well. Hello Aldebar, I did not see you there, but I suppose you were probably already following. You better have already been following. Or Ginger and Cosmic may have words. And Damp Twig, thank you for the follow, and Nitty Monster, thank you for the host. Wow, it's all happening now. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed. I've had my moderator threatening me with bits because I'm not an affiliate yet, and she's apparently keeping count of the number of times I'm mean to myself. I don't know why. I have definitely never done anything like that to her. So I've had her threatening me, and then having a very invested discussion in the quality of cinema food and cinemas in general, and whether or not they're worth it. And all of a sudden this has happened. Yes, Ginger, but also no. Well, I'm not, but apparently the server is. We've been suffering from some lag issues. Such as this shulker box not opening. There we go. Oh, for crying out loud. The server's panicking now. Oh, give it a second. It'll calm down. Yes, we've been having some lag issues. We recently switched server provider, and it has not been the smoothest of transitions. Yes, I might become affiliate before I know it at this rate. I still need to stream a lot more often than I actually do, but nevertheless, thank you. Thank you to Brackus for hosting me. Thank you to Pickle for hosting me. M. Bigglesworth for hosting me, and the Matriarch, I think that says, for following. Oh, has it been the 1.18? I've been assuming it was Shotbite, who's the the new server host. To be perfectly honest, that didn't even occur to me that it could be like the 1.18 update itself. But that does make sense. There's a lot more. Like I earlier today made the discovery there's a lush cave under my base, which I had not realised. I knew there was stuff under there, but I just assumed it was like normal caves, not all the lush stuff. I was quite happy to make that discovery. It means I've got access to Dripleaf. Yeah, we do now know all about Hunter's Chicken, which is not a chicken that I own. We have thought about that, but also, I live in a jungle. Ocelots and chickens do not mix. So, we had a discussion about Hunter's Chicken. If no one's familiar with Hunter's Chicken, I'm more than happy to explain it again. Well, this is what I'm doing in my spare time. In my working life, I'm a chef, so I'm usually more than happy to talk about food. It does mean that I'm utterly exhausted at the minute, so I'm still catching up on sleep from Christmas. And I feel like I'm shouting over the blocks again, so I'm turning it down even further. Yeah, I will go through stages of just not shutting up, and then all of a sudden I will run out of things to say, and I will go quiet, so I apologise. Yes, Sassy Brunch, which is an excellent name. Yes, I am a chef. Which means I work ungodly hours, an ungodly amount of days a week. Admittedly, I'm at the minute working reasonable hours because it's January and no one eats out in January apparently. Something about I don't know, healthy eating, be like not like saving money, something like that. Yes, toothpaste. Yes. My to-do list today was to commit an environmental disaster, which is this. Possibly dig a big hole. That won't be happening. I also need to buy toothpaste. We should have a shout-out command, Cosmic, but if it's not working, I will go into Mac Nightbot, because that's how I set it up. And I need to buy toothpaste. Or, as Ginger has decided, I need to buy butt toothpaste. I'm going to let her explain what that is, because that was all her doing. Yeah, Zero Fox, it's a very small world. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, you can tell I'm an amateur streamer because I have not asked the most important question. VP, what were you up to today? Thank you, Cosmic. I'm not entirely sure how Ginger is in any way a race, ethnicity, or religion, but here we are. I really need to sort out my Nightbot settings. Yeah, I'm not going to elaborate any further. If Ginger would like to elaborate, that's all on her. I'm just throwing it all at her. But yes, VP, because I'm an amateur and I have to get Cosmic to tell me, like, remind me what to do. If you're still around, like, what were you up to? If you've had to raid and run, then if someone else could tell me... Oh, there you are. Oh, you gotta love the chat delay. Slabbed a nether fortress for a wither skelly farm. Totally safe. Well, my last experience with a nether fortress did not end well. Yeah, it didn't end well. I think we actually have some clips from my last nether fortress experience, which generally consisted of me just muttering "don't stop" under my breath. Yeah, it was not pretty. But here's a good question. How many times did you die? Oh, just once. If you only died once, that's not too bad. I've already lost a totem of undying. Yes, Ginger, Automod did get stroppy with you. And I've just noticed how... Oh, I've got 150. It's fine. It's probably there. Too lazy to go and look up the... Cosmic, I have a page of commands that you can get to. At least I think I do. There we go. And I'm fairly certain it's identical on my channel as it is to yours, because I ripped a load of commands from your channel because it was easier. And that way I knew what I was doing. For anyone who's wondering, Cosmic is another streamer. Another wonderful streamer, who I'm going to shout out now because she won't shout herself out. Who I moderate for. Yeah, we moderate for each other, I know. And she helped me really get started with all this, so make sure you go and give her all the love. And the shout out command is working, awesome. Make sure you go and shower her with love and follows, and basically all the amazing stuff you've just done for me, make sure you do it for her as well. I'm sure you will do, but I'm still going to shout her out, Ginger, because it's important that everyone knows that Cosmic is utterly awesome as many times as possible. I think this is the third time today I've been talking about how awesome Cosmic is, so... I can't land on this tree. There we go. Yes, I had an accident with a charged creeper. Well, Cosmic's awesome apart from that. Now the bed bad. Yeah, I can say it. All can be said for you and Cinnamon. That was very much an inside joke with anyone who's familiar with Cosmic's channel. Right. I think I have now reached the point where... okay, good night, Nitty Monster. Take care. Hope you sleep well. And thank you for the follow and joining in with VP's raid. I have reached the point with my hoe where I don't feel comfortable using it any further. But I don't want to break my stride with all the work I'm getting done. So I am going to switch over now to chopping all the trees down. Oh, are you off as well, Brachus? Or oh no, you're leaving a lurk. Okay, enjoy your lurk, Brachus, and take care. Thank you for the follow and I believe, yeah, and thank you for the host. It was very good to have you here. Right, I can't put things in shulker boxes, apparently. Need that. Leave that there. Now I have 2 axes, which should be enough for all these trees. Although I suspect this is going to be a little harder. Okay, Bigglesworth. Have a good sleep. Thank you for stopping by. I get the impression that it's very late for a lot of people, given you're all disappearing off to bed. Not that that's a bad thing. Sleep is incredibly important. It is important you get a good night's sleep. I'm being an absolute hypocrite by saying this because I never get a good night's sleep. I'm notoriously bad at going to bed. I will just stay up until... I think last night was 3:30 in the morning, which was not very sensible of me, but I also didn't have work today, so I could sleep in. But there we go. Oh, and McScrugan is off to have dinner. Enjoy your dinner. I expect to see lots of pictures. I'm glad to hear that I am not alone, VP. But the thing is, it's just so peaceful at that hour. Like, you're not being bothered by anything. You don't have to worry about commitments, and it's just generally nice to go to bed late because you get to enjoy more time without being bothered by things. Like, I enjoy not being pestered to help out around the house for a few hours, which admittedly I'm not super pestered, but that's mostly because I'm not in. I enjoy being able to just kind of surf YouTube, or even I enjoy being able to open my window and just lean out. Like, I live on a main road. I'm pointing at my window, which is right next to me, as though you guys can see it. I live on a main road, so it's not super busy. But it's the main road through the village I live in. So during the day, it's quite noisy, and it's very nice. It's very nice at 1 in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, to lean out my window and just enjoy the peacefulness and enjoy the birds who you don't normally hear, and also occasionally see a few foxes that apparently live nearby. I don't know whereabouts. I gather from the fact that they're constantly coming out the same hedge opposite that they probably live somewhere around the house opposite, or maybe in that hedge. Um, is that by choice, Zero Fox? Or is that the cat's decision to be up at that hour? And you are simply bound by the cats. I think the nicest thing was I pulled an all-nighter a few months back, and whilst I wouldn't recommend doing that on a regular basis, doing it just the once and being up for the dawn, because it was summer, so dawn was quite early, and it was so nice just to watch it. I mean, if I'd been super smart about it, I would have gone to one of the nearby hills and like gone up there to watch the sunrise, but I didn't think about it because I was quite sleep deprived and I'd had 5 mugs of coffee and I was still tired. No one ever said I was good at staying awake, I just said I was also bad at going to bed. The two are not mutually exclusive. I have fallen asleep at my computer on more than a few occasions, usually when watching streams, which I usually feel quite bad about. I can feel my mouth drying out. I know that I need to have a drink. I am not having a drink. I am being quite stubborn about the fact that I'm not going to have a drink, as though I need to prove something to someone. And even now, as I'm calling myself out, I'm still not having a drink, so God knows what is wrong with me. I won't drink, I won't go to sleep. I am just a failure of a human sometimes. I didn't know what I was doing up all night, but then it dawned on me. Ginger. You're going to make me install a pun command, aren't you? I'm going to have to, aren't I? They've woken me up at 3 so many times, my body just wakes up without me wanting to now. Yeah, I'm familiar with that experience. Thank you, Cosmic. Yes, I will. I'm having a drink. I'm having a drink now. Right, hydrated. Yeah, yes, Ginger. It very much is. It is inhabited by a stubborn toddler. I've never thought of it like that, but that is incredibly accurate. There's no vines there. There we go. I was right. I'm not going to be short on wood supplies anytime soon. I say that. I primarily build out of jungle wood, so who knows? And I have a tendency to build very tall pillars out of jungle wood, so I could quite easily run out. Thank you. Thank you, Cosmic. Last I checked, I wasn't a cat, but thank you. I mean, I might be a cat for all I... Oh no, cats actually sleep more. Cats mostly sleep. I think... Well, I mean, according to Zero Fox, they wake her up at 3 in the morning, so who knows? They might not sleep. Yes, Cosmic is the mum mod. No, she's the mum mod. She's the mod who's responsible for making sure I look after myself when I can't be bothered to. Then Elkhorn is the mighty mod. And Shepherd is the funny mod. and CJ is the Sudden mod. Unfortunately for him, that day. I've just said Shepard's the funny modders though. Cosmic or Elkhorn or CJ aren't funny, and I'm very sorry because that's not the case. Although from the way Ginger's going, she's vying for that funniest member in chat. I don't know, reward. I don't know. Would it be a reward? Would it be like a position? Do I need a chat jester? I mean, judging from the way Ginger's been behaving, she thinks I do. So, what do we think? Should I have a chat jester, and should it be Ginger, or should it be someone else? You're supposed to be able to climb vines. Come on, let me climb the vines. There we go. I would so be the chat jester. Well, I'm glad you're on board. That's one person's approval. Yes, Cosmic, we've had this conversation. I'm really good at that. Which, I'm very confident Toddler's probably good at digging themselves into holes as well, so... Canadian Jen thinks it should be Ginger. Yeah, it should totally be Ginger. Well, that's 3 whole people, and 4 including myself, and I basically count as 100 people because I'm the streamer. So, Ginger, congratulations, you have just become the chat jester. This privilege, this honour, comes with absolutely no perks, except occasionally when I remember to refer to you as a chat jester, you will be called the chat jester. Mainly because I have no way of giving you any perks. You know what? How did I even miss that? How did I even miss that opportunity? It's in my name. Like, my Minecraft account is literally Hunter555, and I'm Hunter555 on Twitch. Do I want to know what that was? Judging from the way Cosmic has banned them, probably not. Thank you, Cosmic, for being on it. And I suppose thank you, Nightbot, for actually being correct for a change. Now, if you could stop being so overzealous with Ginger, that would be even better. But I know I can't ask for the world. I missed that tree. I'm Chunky, so I count as... Cosmic, that's not how this works. That is not how this works. You do not count. You do not get to count as 2 people. But I'm trying to figure out the best way to phrase this. By that logic, anyone who feels they have a way, feels they are on the larger side should count as 2 people. I am not willing to ask everyone who thinks I'm a Ginger. That for starters, that timing was impeccable because you've just completely distracted me from what I was talking about. But still. I can't just do... the thing is, I don't even know how much 0.141 of a person would be. Is that like an arm? Is it just the elbow part of the arm? Like what? Like how much of a person is 0.141 of a person? Or are we saying that you're technically tall enough to be 3 people plus a bit extra? A foot. It's a foot, is it? I'm trying to think. I'm trying to figure out if that... I feel like that's a joke within a joke. That I'm just... I live here now. Come on, there we go. Freedom! I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to put my bed on the 1 block wide red... leg end. Oh my... I made the right call. I made the right call with a chat jester, apparently. So what we've learnt today is that you should not take a drink when Ginger is typing. which unfortunately, given the nature of Twitch, could be at any moment because Twitch doesn't tell you when someone's typing. I've just found another excuse to not have a drink, which is a really bad thing. Yes, it is a treehouse. Along with my actual treehouse, where all the beacons are. Did you miss that one, Cosmic? I think I prefer that treehouse because it... I nearly fell very far then. I'd say very far. It's not actually all that far. It's probably less distance than how tall this pyramid's going to be when I eventually build it. And these trees are taking a very long time. Can anyone tell me, do beacons affect chopping down trees? Because I have a funny feeling that they don't. And I have a funny feeling that this has been discussed in various people's stream chats, but do beacons increase tree chopping? Because if they do, I'm going to go and get mine. If they don't, I'm not going to waste the time. No, they don't. Of course they don't. Why don't they? That seems dumb. Like, they affect mining speed. Why wouldn't they affect wood chopping speed? Like, surely they should affect both. Can I? No, I can't. Pix has proved this many times to his chat. Fair enough there. I don't know why I expected anything else, but like you should. Of course you know about chopping trees. You'll be very familiar with tree chopping, I suppose. Which is probably why you're not getting bored right now. And there we see the reason I can't have a chicken. Should I? No. I'm busy keeping an arrow aimed at you. You don't get to walk away. Should I kill it? Because they're the reason I can't have a pet chicken named Hunter's Chicken. So I feel like they deserve to be punished. I mean, judging from that emote, Cosmic saw for it, which is actually a little bit of a surprise, because I thought Cosmic was going... Right, yeah. Cosmic has a cult on chickens. Has a cult about chickens. Well, is it technically your cult, Cosmic? Or is it the cult of the chicken in your Be Right Back screen? Or are they one and the same? Wait, I can't tell now. Are you all for it? I have a feeling you've changed your mind. Like, that emote was now not to do with the killing of the ocelot. Oh no, it's actually got close to... I was pointing an arrow at it, it's moved closer. In fairness, they kill chickens. They kill Clucker's brethren, Cosmic. For anyone who doesn't know, Cluckers is the name of the primary chicken on Cosmic streams. There's an entire cult surrounding her, so... Hence the cult and all the chicken references I'm bringing up right now. You'd think Cosmic would be... Cosmic's Cluckers emotes. I think we're all waiting for a Cosmic Cluckers emote. It's a grey area, chicken cult. Yeah, I suppose. Like, who's really running that channel? Is it you or is it the chicken? Because I'm sure some people would say it's you, the human, but I think we know the truth. It's Breakfast the Pig. I suspect that's not actually the pig's real name, but it's the only name I've ever known the pig by, so it's Breakfast the Pig now. If you wish to shake a fist at Alistair, well, he's not here, so there's not much I can do about it, I'm afraid. I'm sorry to everyone who's not familiar with Cosmic streams. There is a lot of inside jokes right now, mainly because I watch a lot of her streams, so I'm going to have a lot of inside jokes from those streams. According to some people, my channel is run by an alien evil robot llama. Naturally. What else would it be run by? Like, you think this channel's run by me? Hardly. It's run by a bottle of toothpaste. A sentient bottle of toothpaste. Well, no, technically the toothbrush is sentient. But it's not run by me. I'm just providing the voice. I don't even play Minecraft. That's the toothbrush. This is all the toothbrush that you're watching. It's fine, I'll just shoot Alistair next time I see him like that. How? Please don't drag me into your conflict. I'm trying to figure out how you're going to justify shooting him for something I said. I mean, I suppose he did rename the pig. It's from my bot base. I was about to comment on the fact that Nightbot didn't delete that message, and then I remembered you're a moderator, so of course it didn't. No, you're exempt because moderators are all powerful and definitely not going to go mad with power. Ginger, better than an inappropriate microphone. I think I'm missing something there, but nevertheless. Mum used to sing a song when we were kids. I'm a pink toothbrush, you're a Bluetooth, will you marry me? Um, what? What? Well, I'm going to assume the colour of the toothbrush is to do with the whole boys equals blue, girls equals pink thing. Which, I should just say, is complete and utter horse crap. So, if you believe that, goodbye. Because it's a dumb thing. But, my clots? I'm sorry, what? What have I missed out on? What the hell have I missed? I'm not sure. I'll be perfectly honest. Jen, I don't know if you're a streamer. If you are, I don't know if this is from your channel or Ginger's, or maybe someone else's. But still, what? Myclops? What's a Myclops? Myclops. Oh, it's Drath's microphone. Okay. I mean, I don't know why I'm surprised. You're not a streamer. Okay. I recognised your name, so I wondered if maybe you were, but I think I've just seen you around the Twitchverse. But, yeah, I don't know why I'm surprised that Drath's microphone is apparently called Myclops. Of all things, that shouldn't be something that surprised me today. Right, let's take a look at how much progress I've made. I should have taken a before screenshot. It's just now occurring to me. Jen is an A1 lovely person. I'm sure. I'm sure they are, but well, admittedly, I'm about to say, but I haven't experienced that much for myself yet. From the limited experience I have had with you in my chat, you have been very nice. You've been very lovely. So, and Ginger is someone I trust to be a good judge of character. So, everyone give Canadian Jen a hug if you're a hugging person. If you're not a hugging person, then perhaps a fist bump. A virtual hug, of course, because there is still a global pandemic. Back on track. I should have taken a before screenshot so I could compare. But this is looking a lot emptier, which was the goal. I am going to have to repair that big hole. And that cave. And I think there's a third one somewhere. I can't see it. There's a small one there. I'm probably going to have to get rid of that one. There's a lake that there's so many holes in the ground. Holes I do not want, Cosmic, before you say anything. But yes, I have a hug command. I made a point of ensuring I had a hug command. Right. I think I'm going to chop down these last... I say these last few trees like there's not many left. I'm going to chop down a couple more, and then I'm going to take it all back to... take all the shulker boxes back to my base and just start tidying things up. Because I've just looked at the time, and I have realised it is 11 o'clock my time. And I should probably think about, if not actually getting some sleep, at the very least, just taking a step back from my screen. Because I've been staring at it for the past 4 hours now. And I don't like logging out without I don't like logging out with shulker boxes full of stuff. I have to empty them all. Well, these ones. I can repair the tools another time, but I have to at least organize all this stuff. Right. Where's my brown shulker box? It's there. Right. I don't need that one because that's got the rockets in. That was a server save. Bed. I need the bed. Done with that one. That goes that. Done with that one. Try and pick it up. Are the holes Those holes are not cosmic. I swear you're trying to break me. Oh. Whoops. No. No. This shulker box is not for you. I don't need the stick. There we go. Right. Back to base. I forget how weird honey blocks sound. I'm sure you'll find plenty of opportunity to try and break me. Especially if I actually stick with this streaming thing. I mean, I haven't scared you all off yet, so I'm not quite sure how. But I haven't, so here we all are. Why didn't I dump this in a shulker box? That was not my finest moment. That is full. That is full of oak and jungle. Dump the rotten flesh. Cocoa beans go in. No, they don't. They go downstairs. In fact, I think just about everything in my inventory gets taken down. No, not the seeds. The seeds go in there. Yeah, honey blocks do sound gross. Which is why the honey over there is all above me, because then I can't accidentally walk on it. Right. I'm so funny. With a name like Deep Storage. So funny. Apparently I'm after Ginger's new job. Did I see a giant slime? I did. Told you it was a... What on earth? What the... This is new. I didn't realise this could happen. This is a thing. How do I prevent this from happening? Like, they've beached... That one's beached itself on... yeah. Why have you... Right, those... I heard the dispenser trigger, so I know those have gone round to the storage. Thing is, this tank is specifically for glow squid. Like, it's specifically for... Well, it was originally also for axolotls, but it's now specifically for glow squid. So why on earth are they're spawning in the water? I know that they've been spawning in those water channels up there. Why? Why? Just... Thank you, Cosmic. Determinedly trying not to laugh. I thought I had more jungle wood than that. Jungle wood, oak wood, oak leaves, jungle leaves, and then I need to put the shulker boxes down. I might have to take them back up again, but if that's the case, then that's the case. Now, behold my very automated storage system. The automation is me. Well, and those, but mostly me. I haven't quite mastered the art of Redstone? In any form, really? Okay, no, that's an exaggeration because I've got automated farms. I can do redstone at a very basic level. Unfortunately, that basic level is too basic for an automated storage system, and I struggle to follow just about any redstone tutorial. Um, I could barely set up a dispenser that activates when it's got items in it. I did manage it in the end. Took me like 10 attempts, and I'm very glad I wasn't streaming then, but then again, I'm pretty sure the unwritten rule is don't stream when doing redstone. Oak leaves go in here. That chest is full, this one is not. That one is very nearly full. Leaves. Oh, wait, I take you out of that. Oh, come on! You know, I enjoy 1.18 as an update. I enjoy the content. I really do. What I'm not enjoying is this lag. I mean, I've got a decent connection to the server, so I have no idea. Do I relog? Do I just wait? Like... Oh. Apparently, what I'm going to do is get kicked from the server. Okay. I think I may be mistaken, but that might... Actually, no, that specifically said timeout. No, there we go. There we are. I'm back. I'm back with the server now. Not quite sure what happened there. Because it's not like everything crashed for a change. Because, well, I'm still playing and I'm still live, so I don't believe I've crashed, although I have jinxed it now. Yeah, the server's decided I'm no longer playing Minecraft. I get to look at the menu instead. I mean, I'm going to be wrapping up shortly. I just want to get all this stuff sorted. And I feel better doing it on stream. I don't know why. Maybe so you can see all the ins and outs of how I play Minecraft. The answer? Not very well. And I've been playing this game for, what, 10 years? How long's this game been out? Something like 10 years? I don't actually remember when this game came out, which suggests a lot about how long I've been playing. And these jungle leaves, yes they are. Jungle leaves go in there. No. There we go. In. There we go. And these are all empty. So what do I still have? That's stored down here. That can go upstairs. I'll just empty it. This one might be a little different because I'm not 100% certain what to do with all the saplings. Down here, down here. That can go in there. Down here, down here. I think down here for the deep slate. I don't actually know. Do I have a deep slate? I apparently have mined an awful lot of deep slate and I don't know when. Right. Stone. Stone goes in here. That's carrots. I don't need carrots. I want this. Here we go. I'll leave that there. Carrots go over here. At the other end. Potatoes go in here. Wheat is in this one. Now, I know... Well, I say I know. I'm fairly confident you can automate wheat and potatoes and carrots with villagers. But I have 3 villagers and they're all in my hot air balloon at the top of the at the top of my base. So I will not be doing that anytime soon. It was a nightmare to just get them there and they're all sat in minecarts. That was something else. Glow ink sack. Glow ink sack. My jump boost ran out. Glow ink sack. Apparently I don't need to make a squid farm. I've got one. Well, A glowing farm. Coal, rotten flesh, and glowing sacks. The coal will go upstairs. Rotten flesh. I think I've got a rotten flesh chest. I don't actually know. Yes, I do. In you go. Glowing. There we go. That's what's supposed to happen. They're all supposed to spawn in there. Nowhere else. Yeah, apparently so. Right, coal in there. This one can come back up with me. I don't think I need that many saplings. I rarely grow jungle trees as it is. I just expand to trees that already exist. So, what I can probably do... take the moss. Take that. Take that. Take all those. Food stuff. Apple. Unsorted. Treasure map. Organics. Moss block. Other wooden things. All the sticks in the world. You can tell I chopped down a lot of trees from the number of sticks I've got. Micro blocks. Can't put it in there. Micro blocks volume 2. In we go. Flowers! Sorry, I had to do that at least once. I had to do that at least once. Coal goes in. And no, that wasn't me trying to do an impression of your voice, Cosmic. I would never even try. Because I think it would not end well, and it would be rude, frankly, to try and do an impression of your voice. Can I get two stacks? Well, 3 stacks of jungle saplings when you live in a jungle biome is fairly good. Get off my... Well, technically, your head was on me. Off with... Well, that is the question. Is it really my head? Right. I can stick all these in here. Shulker boxes in here. Like that. Was it? I mean, I don't actually know how close our voices sound. I'd need to hear them together to really know. Right then. Today, we got 1 of our 3 jobs done. We caused an ecological disaster. But we're compensating by turning it all into compost, apparently. Thank you again to Viral Porpoise for the raid. That was very kind of you. It was very unexpected. Thank you to everyone who followed from the raid and everyone who stuck around. Yeah, it's been fun. I have not got myself sorted with a proper outro yet. I guess, like, follow me at Hunter555 on Twitter. That's where I post when I'm going live. I'm going to try and figure out who I want to raid. I don't actually know who is live, so I will find that out for you in a second, unless anyone has any requests or suggestions. I will do that tomorrow, Cosmic. I will do that tomorrow. And I will tell you if I remember, because I believe you're streaming tomorrow. Drop me a follow on Twitter. If you liked the server, then it's the Joel Dog and Patreon server. Please support the server to support Joel. No, join the server to support Joel, not because you want to play Minecraft. I can't emphasize that enough. Like, it's awesome if you want to join the server, but it's a Patreon server, and Joel Duggan is amazing. He's an amazing content creator. But supporting him should be the primary reason you support him on Patreon, not the perks. They're just a bonus. Thank you as always to Cosmic Dancer. She is wonderful, and I probably would not be doing this without her. And I'm being genuine there. I almost certainly wouldn't be doing this without her. Thank you, Cosmic. gonna send everyone over to Music Man. Please be aware his channel is intended for mature audiences, so if you've got any younger viewers around, you may want to take them away. Or cover their ears, or let them watch. I'm not a parent. It's not my call how you raise your kids. See ya.